Hello, my name is Nathan Yunus. I am student in HIT, and I will show you my project. My project is cr- I created a Metasploit framework um, kind of UI. I will show it to you. Um, okay, I will show you. I will explain a little about my project and then I will show you more details. So for starter, I will show you um, the presentation. The presentation. Quick base. Yep. Here we go. Okay. So Cloud Metasploit Framework. It's it's basically a platform when you can run Metasploit. And the platform is pretty easy. It's like a nice UI that you can use for kind of beginners. So it's not too hard to learn about it. So like the problem is pen tester and sudden struggle to present exploitation workflow in a easy way. Let's say easy way. It's very hard to set up everything, to create a target, to make it everything safely. So what I'm proposing is technically creating a cloud-hosted web UI that can trigger Metasploit modules, and I set up everything before, so that way you just connect to the site, and you can run your exploit with different payload and different attack, and you can see how it's happening. Um, that's like different tools that use Metasploit. Like Metasploit um, is a big uh, set of tools, and this is like different tools. Like you have Cobalt, like Empire, you have Nmap, and like in Metasploit you can use all of those together. So that's why I prefer it. I created it in Metasploit. Um, okay, so now I will show you a little other site lab. Here, I will show you before the overview the architecture, or it should work. So technically, I have a client user. This is the web. In the web, I'm choosing a kind of attack. Of course, the web have a simulation mode and a real mode. So in the web, I choose a kind of an attack. The in the front end, I choose a different parameter like IP address that I am attacking, which port I'm attacking, which payload I'm choosing to uh, to use the exploit with, and all of this is sent to a backend server that is a Flask API, and I put it on cloud on AWS EC2, and then um, the server execute all my commands, and he's attacking my target. My target, of course, should be a local VM, so I don't, because it's illegal to attack with a packet. So let's me show you how it works. Dot, dot, dot. Okay, here. So that's the framework. That's the site. So that's you see the index HTML. You get here. You have different pages. Uh, so let's start by the catalog. In the catalog, you can see 9 different payload. I choose only 9 because I don't want to show everything. It's, of course, it's a demo. It's a little project. But here you have all on exploit. Like on each exploit that I choose, you have a little example and little explanation how it works. And you will also have what is needed. You see, like for SMB MS 08067, for the attack, the required field is the host, output, and payload. And for different attacks, you need different things. Like here, you only need host and output. So that's like the different payload. You have a nice can look with like a search button. Now let's move to the auxiliary page. Auxiliary page is like the easy stuff, like TCP scan, HTTP check, ping sweep. You see, I'm in simulate mode. It's a simulator mode. So like I will make a TCP port scan. Here I put yeah, this IP. I'm in simulator mode, so it will create me a simulated response. Let's say that from port 20 to 50, and now I get like my scan. Of course, it's not a true scan; it's simulate, but that's how it should work. Now, if I want to make a HTTP check, here, check the HTTP, blah blah blah, here, blah blah blah. Of course, it's a different response. Like if I do it again, you see it's should change a little. That. Like it changed by what I send him. I get the ping simulation. Of course, it's so that's the auxiliary tools. Now I get to the attack page. It's pretty fun. So in the attack page, I have my different exploits that I show in the catalog. When I choose one, like generic reverse shell, uh, I get automatically what the needed field. You see, I don't choose the target IP because it's not needed. I choose the payload, and here I can fill example. It will fill automatically. It simulates, so you will create a response. It's not a real attack. And you have a little explanation on what's happening. So it's running the test, it's creating an output for us right now. And the output will look like a real response from an attack. Come on, man, a little faster. And they're started, no connection received, session timeout. Let's make one a little easier. Up. The basic ECMP reachability, it's a ping test. Should be easier. Of course, all that happening right now, you see it's running. It's because from the front end, I create all of the request, and the request is sent to my backend. I will show you in the code where the backend, and the backend create or simulate of a response, or create MSF control attack, kind of a script that it will run on a real on Bluetooth server, and the server will respond. So everything happen on the backend side. You can download the output, or you can copy it. So pretty well. Here I go to real attack. You see, let's search to real. Simulate. And I can go back home. So that's the front end. Now I will show you Okay, this is the instance that I showed that I sent on Amazon. That's the way it works. Like all the backend is stored in Amazon EC2. And here, what is pretty nice is that I create in the network setting, I create a security group, and the security group will be my IP address. And later, after I create the instance, I add another port. I choose which port it will accept me. That way, when I'm using the web for attack, only myself, like the only person that can connect to the backend server, is my IP, and with the port I choose that the connection will create for. So that way I don't have the danger of other people using my technology, because this is my account, only I can choose what's happening. So that's on the EC2 point of view that I wanted to show. And lastly, it's the code. So, of course, you have a link to GitHub. So we'll show you quickly the different files. Pop, pop, pop. Okay. So we have the front end. The app.js is where all it's where all the logic of the front end is happening. It's creating all the different fetch to the backend, all the different requests to the backend. Like it's all the logic is happening here. This is a different page. That's my attack page, auxiliary page, catalog page. I have also the exploit. This is like the list of the existing exploits. You see the required field and everything. Like I take the data from here. Like if I want to add new exploit, I will add them here. And the JSON, here you see the config JSON, the API base is right now, because I run it locally, it's here. I'm sending it to the backend, but that's like the address I will have on my backend in the EC2 server. Like in the EC2 server, I will send all my the API base will be a different IP. So I run it on like on cloud. Right now, for easier way, I run it on local. But I checked everything with VMmachine and it worked pretty good. So this is the index file. That's my first page where you see safe web environment for teaching. It's pretty cool. That's UI architecture. So it looks pretty nice. This is installed. Okay, that's all for the front end, and here's the back end. So in the back end, I have the app CI. That's the main file, really the main file. And you can see I have a lot of different stuff. Let's see. Simulator. Okay, here it's for the simulator. I'll just show you something. That's like for future reference that I can save each job that happened, like each attack, each stuff. You know, I save it to as a job, when I did job, then we won't put everything on a database, but that's like for future, not for right now. This is a simulator. You see the simulator creating the response here. Like when I'm running something, the backend create the output and send it back to me. Uh, you see here, I check everything, like I check which exploit, where our post, where our post I'm sending. This is for creating. Oh no, this is a real thing. You see, I have everything here. It's great MSF. Uh, it's created. MSF pane. Here, you see the MSF console, and then here I create it. Like I check every which exploit will uh, which our host, our port, which payload, and everything. And by everything that's already loaded that I got from the frontend, I create the exact MSF command that I want. And then I write the MSF command on the target. And or I get like what I get back from this, I put into the front end back, and I see it on the screen, like on the little screen that we saw before, the little output screen. And that's it for my project. I made it alone. And of course, it will be a little, not a little, but a lot more. Like it will be a lot better, but that's the time I got, and I have a lot of ideas how to upgrade it. Like I was thinking of making kind of test because there was a simulation mode. I create outputs that are false but correct. What I mean by that is that the data in the output is false, but the structure, the way is written should be a good way. So like from different output, and of course it's so from the different output, I could create question to see the understanding of students and people using it. That's kind of I design another about it and everything. But, I guess it's for the future. Thank you very much. My name is Nathan, and you have everything on my GitHub. You can check. There is a good explanation how to install everything, on what we're running, where you should put your database and everything to so it's work like needed. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.